most accurate forecast with Thomas Geboy. Weather rates certified 11 years in a row.
Good afternoon, Utah. Happy Valentine's Day. We got a winter storm system moving through. The bulk of the impacts we're going to feel in the central and southern half of the state, but in northern Utah, we'll hold on to at least a chance for isolated snow showers, and we've been seeing that play out, especially in the high country. So if you're going to be traveling this afternoon through tonight, make sure that you're careful out on the roadways, especially if you're going to be along and south of the I-70 corridor. Here's the current view from Salt Lake City from Ensign Peak looking down into the Salt Lake Valley. You can actually see a little bit of snow, especially as you get up close to the bench. But the most important thing here is even though the bulk of the impacts will be in the southern two-thirds of the state, you can see through the valley. The air quality is looking good along the Wasatch Front and will likely hold on to good air quality over the next few days. But that cold front moved through, and it's going to be a chilly day today. We're sitting at 32 degrees in Salt Lake with a northwesterly wind at 11 miles per hour, and we could see even stronger winds as we go into tonight. But as I mentioned, the bulk of the impacts that we're going to see with the storm system in the southern two-thirds of the state right now, we're getting some pretty healthy rain in St. George, but as that cold front moves through and brings in the colder temperatures as we go through the afternoon, we could see that rain transition over to snow in St. George with some minor accumulations being at least a possibility. It's not a guarantee, but that chance is out there. And here's the view from I-15 in central Utah, Dog Valley, and that is slippery to say the least. So if you're going to be traversing along the I-15 and I-70 corridors, again, especially from the I-70, I-15 interchange south, you need to be extra careful out on the roadways. That does not look like it's going to be a fun time if you're traveling on I-15 near Dog Valley. We have the winter weather advisories and the winter storm warnings in the central and southern portion of the state continuing through tomorrow afternoon. The bulk of what we're going to see when it comes to accumulations will be from now through tomorrow morning, and then things will gradually wind down by tomorrow afternoon as high pressure begins to build in. And even though, again, St. George is not included within a winter weather advisory, there's still going to be at least that chance that we could see straight snow, while it's not, again, not necessarily a guarantee. And this does a really good job showing what we're going to see as we go throughout the next 36 hours. The bulk of the snow accumulations in the southern portion of the state, generally along and south of I-70. Also, could see a decent amount in the eastern half of the state, but isolated snow showers, at least a possibility up north. But for our central and southern valleys, between 2 and 5 inches, with central and southern mountains between 6 and 12. And in isolated locations, we could see even more than that. So as we begin the futurecast, beginning at 2 o'clock this afternoon, the bulk of what you're going to see will be in the southern portion of the state. Isolated snow showers a possibility continuing even through tonight in northern Utah as that low pressure moves from west to east in the southeastern portion of the state. And then as we get through tomorrow morning, the bulk of the shower activity will mainly be down south and in the east, with maybe a few lingering snow showers by tomorrow afternoon, generally in the high country, before that high pressure starts to build in, leading to those calmer conditions going from Wednesday night into Thursday. But with that high pressure settling in, we'll also see much colder temperatures over the next couple of days. Only a daytime high in the upper 20s and low 30s along the Wasatch Front. Those winds will make it feel even colder. A high staying below freezing in Cedar City with a high of only 32, and we'll top out at 45 degrees in St. George. And in northern Utah, outside of any chance for wet weather, we'll mainly see partly sunny to mostly cloudy skies this afternoon. And then tonight, the winds expected to pick up with winds mainly out of the northeast. Could see some canyon winds in lower Washington County. Got a high wind watch that'll begin this evening, continue through tomorrow afternoon. Gusts upwards of 60 miles per hour. And then we also could see some canyon winds along the northern Wasatch Front, especially from Ogden Canyon to Mill Creek Canyon, with wind gusts upwards of 45 miles per hour. Make sure that you tie down any loose objects. But with the winds that we're going to have, we're also going to see some dangerous wind chills. Wind chill warning for Cache Valley begins tonight, as wind chill values could drop to as low as -15. And then for Bryce Canyon and Zion National Park, we also have wind chill warnings that will be going into effect tonight, as low as -25 in Bryce Canyon and as low as 0 at Zion National Park. So those wind chills, they're going to be pretty significant. It's going to be cold, so make sure that you bundle up. But for St. George, going to have the chance of rain and snow through the day today. We'll get relatively calmer conditions for our Wednesday. Still going to be a windy day. Then it's more so mid to upper 40s Thursday and Friday, before we're back in the 50s Saturday and Sunday. Then along the Wasatch Front, the chance for scattered snow showers through today. Partly cloudy skies for our Wednesday with more breezy conditions, but temperatures will moderate for our Thursday and Friday, back in the 40s Saturday and Sunday, before we bring back our next chance for wet weather by early next week.